through streaming live on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel. My name is Chris Ruffalo, and I'm going to be taking over for Tony T just for the day. He will be back tomorrow. I think he said he's doing a slide down Mount Whitney. I don't know what he's doing. No, I'm kidding. I'm wishing Tony all the best. I hope he comes back looking even more handsome than he normally does tomorrow after scaling Mount Whitney for a fifth time. He's got to rub it in on everybody, especially us fat guys. Anyways, we look at the... we just want to make sure that you guys, again, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button. We appreciate all the love and support. I know it's early, so I'll mention it throughout the show, but if we can get to 150 likes for tonight's show, I got 2 home run props for you guys. We already got one coming in later in the show, but you'll get another 2 for tonight's action. Definitely you're going to want to get a hold of those. But let's take a look at who we have on the show for tonight. We're going to bat lead off with Joe Duffy, and then, well, we're going to go from one Joe D to another. Right after him, we're going to go Joe D'Amico, followed up by number 1 in 2021, Al McMordie. And following him, number 2 in 2021, and Shorr. And while making his Chris Ruffalo drive-through debut, Ron Romanelli. Followed by James Clark with our home run prop for the night, Rod Zawacki. And then I will close this one out. So to kick it off, like I said, we're going to go to Joe Duffy. Let me get him on the screen here. Joe, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. You're right. Tony T and I kind of balance each other out. When I follow him on Facebook, I'm eating 12 cheeseburgers, and then he's hiking 12 miles. I only wish he could walk off my fatness and my calories, but doing a good job.
I was going to say, you know, it's Tony and I play Lost and Found. He loses the weight, and I find it. So it's yin and yang. We balance each other out. But you're going to be looking at a Heisman futures prop for us today.
Yeah, this is a perfect example and really almost gambling 101 when it comes to value. Look, if we were doing, a CBS pregame show, I would tell you, of course, Spencer Rattler is the most likely to win, as he should be. He should be the favorite. Oklahoma, they do love to pass. I know the scouts are in love with him. Not that every Heisman Trophy winner has been the scouts have been big fans of every Heisman Trophy winner, but this is an NFL-ready quarterback, and we know that he's playing in a program where Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray, they won 2 of the last 4. Remember Sam Bradford back in 2008. So this is a program that produces Heisman Trophy winners. And also the Big 12, they don't have the defenses of the SEC, but they're still a well-respected conference, at least as the conference is this year. So his numbers won't necessarily be weighted accordingly, I don't think, but still the best value, I do believe, and the best bet is Emory Jones. Now, I bought him at plus 4,000. I think he's down to about 2,400. Everyone's looking for the next Joe Burrow, or even Kyle Trask for that matter. Well, Emory Jones is a guy who is highly touted. He hasn't necessarily accomplished a lot at the Division I level. That's why he's such good value. But he's a phenomenal running quarterback. I love quarterbacks that can keep plays alive with their legs. He averages 5.6 yards per carry. He's playing for a Florida team that's a very good dark horse for the national championship. So if they can upset Georgia and go to the SEC championship game, and especially if they can pull off an upset there, then all of a sudden he becomes a front runner. And look, our power ratings, I do have Florida rated as the 14th best team in the country. So if they can just have a little bit better year, which I think they will, because I do believe that Jones is going to come out of nowhere. All of a sudden, he just skyrockets in the race. Obviously, Dan Mullen, a legitimate, great offensive coach. His receivers are also unproven. But again, the odds makers looking more at proven talent. They do have a lot of potential at receiver, so they can grow together. The quarterback and the receivers can grow together. So all in all, it is great value. I loved it, obviously, a lot more at plus 4,400, but it looks like, or plus I bought it at 4,000, but if you can still get it at about 2,400 or so, I think it's tremendous value. So Emory Jones to win the Heisman, Duffy will mark the square.
Yeah, so Joe Duffy here on Emory Jones to win the Heisman, and we talked with our resident. Oh, I'm hearing noise in the background. We talked with our resident Gator fan, Ron Romanelli. He wasn't very high on the Gators for this season, but I have to agree with some of the value there. I mean, Emory Jones, like you said, true dual threat quarterback, and if there's one coach that we've seen in years past that's almost a quarterback whisperer, if you will, it's been Dan Mullen. And I think some of the focus won't be on Florida after they lost Kyle Trask and Kyle Pitts, but like you say, this is something that we haven't necessarily seen from Florida in a little bit of time, at least with like having a true dual threat quarterback. And knock's going to be that Emory Jones hasn't had much actual game experience, but he's watched a lot of it. So I think you're bang on with Emory Jones here. And I know you said you like Florida potentially reach the SEC title game.
Well, I do think that they're a very good dark horse. Again, it's another one that's about value. If you're going to ask me who I think from the East, yeah, Georgia is the best team. But Florida over the years, obviously not in recent years, but Florida's kind of had Georgia's number. They've always been a thorn in Georgia's side. So I do think that Florida has a very good chance to make a run, at least to the SEC championship game. And there are some people that think that Alabama could be a little more vulnerable this year than they are in previous years. So I do think they are a tremendous dark horse. And as you said, that's the reason he is great value, because he doesn't have a lot of experience, but he can sneak up on some people. And yes, his skilled position players don't have a lot of experience, but they are pretty credentialed guys. They were very highly thought of in high school, and Jones has had some problems throwing the ball, admittedly, at Division I level, but again, he hasn't thrown all that much to all of a sudden think, to say that he can't throw at the Division I level. So yeah, all the reasons you said are true, but I also think that's why he's going to sneak up on some people.
Absolutely. Got Joe Duffy here on Emory Jones to win the Heisman at some nice value. I still see it at plus 4,000 in certain places, so definitely shop your line. But anyway, shall we take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you've been doing fantastic work this whole year? What do you have going on over at the site?
We do have 2 winners for tonight. Obviously, it was a card where a couple games went during the day, but I do have 2 winners tonight, and they're backed by as good of a system when it comes to total units won as there is in sports, and I'm really excited about this week. And I've always done very well in preseason football. Obviously, that it's a little bit different this year. Some of the metrics are changing with just the 3 games, but make sure you lock into a bare minimum of the weekly package, because we are almost certainly going to have a spectacular weekend in preseason football as well.
Absolutely, guys. You've got let me find my camera here. Jeez, this is. There we go. We got it. Okay. So yeah, said, like I said, guys, check out Joe Duffy over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's been doing this for, God, maybe even longer than I can even remember the first time I was doing sports handicapping. And the value's definitely there. You can grab his Wise Guy plays for tonight, and then once you profit from that, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day packages all up at the website. Some of your best value. Joe's also part of the 2-for-1 capper deal. That's some of the most tremendous value in sports handicapping. But anyways, Joe, thank you for coming on tonight, delivering a fantastic college football prop with college football right around the corner, and we'll see you later in the week.
All right, we will talk to you guys very soon.
Take it easy, Joe. All right, now we go to Las Vegas, Nevada, where we are going to go from, like I said, from one Joe D to another. I'm going to go from Joe Duffy to Joe D'Amico. Joe, how you doing?
I'm wonderful, Chris. Honored to be here. Some of my favorite people on this show, some of my oldest friends, Al McMordie and I go back over 20 years. So honored to be on the same panel with him. Some of my newest friends, like Ron and James, and even yourself, Joe Duffy, somebody I've admired this business for many years. Actually, I know we had a lot of fun last week. Ann and I worked together here in Las Vegas, NBA Summer League. And no, sports fans, we did not need bail money. We got away with one. We took one. We got one by the law this weekend in Vegas. We had a lot of fun, and it's happy to be here midweek with some of my favorite people in the world.
That was one of the bets we were having off the air, was if you were going to need legal help once the 2 of you were done at the summer league. But I'm happy to hear that you guys are out of there and not in the clink. That's all that matters for us over here at the drive-thru.
Oh my God! We had a lot of fun. Ann and I had a lot of fun. We had a little bit of fun with that. We got married. I heard we got some nice comments on that, and we even got some wedding presents in the mail. I appreciate that, guys. I'm keeping the food processor for sure. I appreciate it.
Okay, so you don't need my toaster. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at your game here. You got the Astros taking on the Royals. Royals at home, $1.55 underdog, hosting the Royals, who are laying $1.75 on the road.
Well, sports fans, the first place Houston Astros will turn their 3-game skid around today, folks. I know the last place Kansas City Royals have taken games 1 and 2 of this series, but the difference in today's matchup, starting pitchers, guys. Zach Greinke takes the mound on you may realize this. Greinke is one of the most experienced and critical pitchers in the game. Let me come down real quick, Chris, if I can. Cy Young winner, 6-time All-Star, 2-time MLB ERA leader, 12 straight seasons with double-digit wins, Career record 219 and 129 in 5 lifetime starts versus the Royals. The right-hander owns an anemic ERA of 2.90. Then let's go flip side. We have the 3-8, 5.42 ERA holding Brady Singer. Who? That's right, Brady Singer. He takes the hill at home. 3 of his last 4 starts, the right-hander couldn't make it past the 3rd inning, guys. The team has lost 14 of his 19 appearances in 2021. This includes 7 of his last 8 turns. Overall, Houston 11-4 the last 15 meetings with KC, 7-2 the last 9 meetings in KC. And guys, they're money in this situation. They're 15-6 their last 21 games played as a road favorite. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm playing them, laying a 1.5 here, and I'm going to take my bookmaker's money. And if you join me, you will too.
All right, got Joe here on the Houston Astros. On the run line on $1.05, I think $1.15. It's going back and forth. Yeah, I can't disagree with you, Joe. I mean, the Brady Singer, you have a better chance holding stuff together with Singer sewing machine. I mean, 5.51 ERA at home in his career, 2-5 with a 5.53 ERA at home this year. 313 opponents batting average, and career 2-7 with a 5+ ERA against teams above 500. While Greinke, 6-0 this year, 2.41 ERA at home, on the road. 206 opponent batting average, some of the best mark of his career. I wanted to ask you, though, is consistency an issue with you with Zach Greinke? I mean, we look at his games this season. He's only had, 2 earned runs or less back-to-back starts just twice since the end of April. So you see a lot of 3 earned runs, 4 earned runs with Greinke. I wonder if that's ever a concern for you with him here.
Well, I think in general that would be a concern with some pitchers that weren't as seasoned or as crafty as Zach Greinke. Plus, I think all around, I think something that Greinke has gone through this year, because at times we have seen Houston earlier on in the season maybe have some problems producing runs. Right now, in the last few games, even against KC, who's the last place team, they really don't look too sharp. But I think this is a team that will, they will win this division. I'm not worried about Oakland, and I'm not really worried about Oakland at all right now. But I think they will win the division, but I think they know right now they have to make a turn, put their foot on the gas. We've seen in 4 or 5 of the divisions, the leaders start distancing, 3 or 4 of the divisions, the leaders start distancing themselves from the 2nd and 3rd place teams. And I think Houston is the cream of the crop in the AOS, and I think they turn it up here. I think they come out and produce for Greinke, and I happen to know that he will stifle that offense. He's going to come out tonight. So to answer your question, with a pitcher like, in general, yes, with not as much experience, I would worry a little bit more. But I think with Greinke, I think that he has the craftiness. I think he definitely has the experience, definitely has the savvy that he can turn it up right now when the team needs him. I mean, the guy has been money over the years in situations late in the season, and he's going to be money here tonight for me and anybody that follows this play.
Absolutely. Okay, we got Joe D'Amico on the Houston Astros on the run line. -105, 115, slipping all over the place. Check your lines that you're shopping, because it's all over the place. But Joey, take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium. Again, you're doing great work, especially in the NFL preseason early on. You're not even waiting for the regular season to take some money. So what do you have going on over at the site tonight?
Well, folks, not 1, not 2, but 3 big baseball winners on the Pick Dogs board tonight. My best bets, which are 9-3 this month alone. The month of August, 9-3 are my best bets. My home run play, my coveted home run play, my AL East game of the week. I'm so sure I'm going to book that I posted a 3-game discounted. All 3 big winners tonight. Only the Pick Dogs for guys. Yeah, I find that there is in the preseason NFL hills. You could pick that gold if you pick it wisely. I'm 4-1 this NFL preseason. I've had preseason over the last 4 or 5 years, Chris, where I picked up 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 units. Going into the regular season with a bankroll certainly changes the way that you play in the first few weeks of the season. The amount of money you have in your bankroll is just as important as wins and losses, and how you manage that money. So going into the season with a couple of extra units, maybe 8, 9, 10, 11, I think is huge. We're up 3 units in the first week. It's going to be a great preseason. So much so, I have a discounted preseason package at Pick Dogs. I have an NFL regular season package. A college football season package runs right through the bowls. And guys, I've got the biggest of the big and the best of the best, my combo package, where you get everything in both NFL and college football, from preseason straight through the Super Bowl. Everything I have, game of the month, game of the year, all the bowls, one low price. That price is not offered anywhere else on the planet as low as it is on Pick Dogs. Because when I started with Pick Dogs last year, Chris, the people out there really took to me, and they bought these big packages right away. And we had a good season in both college and pro football. And I wanted to reward those people that stood with me last year. When here on Pick Dogs, we just started out. I thought it was a great thing to do. And Mitch allows me to put up those programs. And I'm thankful that I can be on the site with such great people and such great followers. So go over to Pick Dogs. Even if you want to start and dip your toe early and get like a week or a month or a 2-for-1. Join me with Ronnie, with Al, with Annie. Those 2-for-1s are amazing. You go because everybody on the show and everybody on the site has different angles they look at to be successful. And the total transparency you see our records here at Pick Dog, and it's not like any other site out there. So go over there, do a 2-for-1, team me up with somebody else. I love Ronnie. He's so cute. Big Al, my oldest friend. Big Al, my oldest friend in the world. Not that I know him a long time. He's just old. No, Big Al is one of my oldest friends in the business, really. Over 20 years we've been friends. And Annie, my new best friend. Team me up with one of them guys. Guys, you can't go wrong.
Absolutely, guys. You cannot go wrong. Joe D'Amico over at Pick Dogs Premium. Like, you're going to see the numbers right here. 4-1 in the NFL preseason, already plus 290. Like I said, he's not waiting for the regular season to come around. He's already hopping all over the books and taking a lot of their money. So definitely check one of those out. Or like you said, the daily plays are there, or the 3-7 30-day pass all the way up to the year. The season passes and the 2-for-1 capper deal, they're all there for you guys to save money and make money at the same time. So definitely go over there and check those out because, like Joe said, those are going to be some of your best value. And there is nowhere else that I've seen Joe's stuff just like prices like this. This is some of the most fantastic value that he does for Pick Dogs, and you guys definitely got to take advantage of that. Well, Joe, thank you very much again. I put on my best Barbara Walters impression for you and only for you. So definitely thank you for coming on and helping us out.
Chris, hopefully Tony's not watching today. While he's got the best hair in the business, you're still my favorite host. Shh, don't say nothing. Guys, I thank you for having me, everybody. Ron, Annie, James, Al, Joe Duffy, everybody out there. Have a great day. And everybody out there, good luck. Have a winning day. Bye-bye now. The only problem with you telling me that on the air is that it was kind of recorded. So if he looks back, he might be able to find that. I think Tony's smart enough to find it, but that's okay. We won't tell him. It'll be our secret. Anyways, Joe, thanks again. Appreciate it. We'll see you later in the week. All right. Now we take a look. We're going to go to number 1 in 2021 and got to Al McMordie. Al, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I always get to follow Joe on the Wednesday show, so it's always, it's always something. You go from the high octane or high energy guy to me.
You're high octane. I pay attention. I take notes. I got to follow. Then we got to follow your lead after this. We're gonna take a look at your game for tonight. Got the Orioles getting a plus 270 on the take back, but I think for good reason. Again, and get at Tropicana Field for the Rays. Minus 340 at home. What do you think's going to happen here?
Well, I think we know what probably will happen here. Yesterday, Tampa Bay played Baltimore, and Tampa Bay won that ball game 10-0. And in that game, they actually had to face a real major league pitcher in John Means, and it wasn't much of a ball game. They won that ball game 10-0. If you look at what the Orioles have done lately, they've lost 13 games in a row, and it's not just losing them, it's how they're losing them. They've given up 9 or more runs in 9 out of their last 13 games. So that doesn't bode well for them to snap that 13-game losing streak tonight. Tonight, they're going to trot out 28-year-old Spencer Watkins. He's pretty much a career minor leaguer. He spent 7 years in the minors in the Detroit Tigers organization. He finally got the call up to the bigs last month, and he's been awful in August. 0-3 in this month with an 8.04 ERA, and that's over 15 2/3 innings. And now he's going to go up against the Tampa Bay Rays, and Tampa Bay has owned Baltimore here at Tropicana Field 28-6 the last 34 meetings. Baltimore is also dreadful, 10-39 their last 49 times if they come into the game off scoring less than 3 runs in their previous 3 games. So I don't see how Tampa Bay is going to lose this ball game. I'm not going to lay the 345. Instead, we're going to lay the 1.5 runs at minus $1.50 and just pray that Tampa Bay can win by 2 or more runs, and we'll take the Rays. All
right, we've got Al on the Tampa Bay Rays here at minus 1.5. even laying $1.65, I still think that's great value because I was trying to figure out what was going to be more for tonight's game, the attendance at Tropicana Field or the amount of juice you have to lay with the Rays on the money line. After seeing 5,000 fans in the stands last night, and for a division leading team, I know attendance has always been an issue in Tampa Bay, but that was just awful.
I've never understood why they have to have that many teams, and it was the same with the NFL as well. I always said, like, why do you need 3 teams in Florida?
Yeah, well, especially, I mean, we still have to deal with all the stuff that happens at Tropicana Field with the rings in the ceiling and having to figure out where the ball hits and where the runner ends up if it hits one of those rings. I don't know, but I don't even think we'll need the rings tonight. Like you said, Spencer Watkins has been terrible. 5.94 ERA on the road in 3 starts. You go back 4 starts just before August, like you said, 0-4, 8.24 ERA after 4 pretty good starts to start his career, and gave up 4 earned 5 runs total in 6 innings against Tampa Bay earlier just a couple starts ago, actually. So, I mean, I can't disagree with you here. Would you say that you could probably even try to push it for a little bit of plus money or cheaper line, maybe even -2.5?
I would, and I think this is actually, I'm targeting that this game's going to be a fairly low-scoring game. I think there is some risk that they're only going to win by 1 run. I could easily see, if we lose the game, it'll go Tampa Bay wins 3-2, something like that. I definitely don't want to lay 2.5 runs in this ball game. Yeah. I think you might see a lower scoring game, but I do think the -1.5 at -150 is the way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, got Al here on the Tampa Bay Rays on the run line. I think he's bang on here. I think it's going to be a bit of a shellacking here, but yeah, who knows anymore, right? But anyways, we're going to look at let's see, we got, oops, there we go. I still have to figure out these cameras, man. This is getting bad. All right, here we go. So we got Al over at Pick Dogs Premium, where we can see, you've been in the driver's seat in 2021 the whole way, and with good work being done as well. 3,972 in 2021, 412 units the last 7 days, 457 in the last 30. What do you have going on over at the site tonight?
Well, we have a game going on right now. I saw that Corey Dickerson just hit a 3-run home. Your, Blue Jays up in that ball game. They're now up 5-4. So if we can hold on and win that, then that would move us at 21-8 or last 29 on the base paths. And I think we would then be 135-90 or something like that. The last 235 in baseball. I've got 1 play left. My mound mismatch going tonight in Major League Baseball. I've also already put up a Thursday NFL play. I'm not going to have anything in the NFL on Friday, but we're going to have 10 games across Saturday, Sunday, and Monday in the NFL. Or actually, we're going to have 9 games across Saturday, Sunday, and Monday in the NFL. So it's a great week to join. For a week, you get a week of football, you get a week of baseball along with it, and also we have 30-day packages. We have annual packages as well. The football packages up. I'm going for my 10th straight winning year in the NFL. So it's a great time to join. And also, of course, the 2-for-1 handicapper special with anyone on the drive-through show. Just team me up with Joe, with Chris, with Ron, with anyone, and we'll make you guys a lot of money.
Absolutely, we will. I mean, like you can already see with the results, Al's made a ton of money for a lot of people this season. I mean, I got to pull the numbers back up here, but there we go. So you can see almost 4,000 units of profit this year alone. We're only in August. I mean, if you get a yearly pass, that's going to get you all college basketball. And there was only one guy that I was behind this season in college hoops, and that was a dogfight right to the end. But definitely, check out the 3-day, 7-day, 30-day passes, because those are some of your best values. And after you profit today, going long term, I think is the only real way to go, as well as a 2-for-1 capper deal. Like I said, there's options for you guys at Pick Dogs, but like I said, you can't go wrong pairing Al up with anyone on the website. But Al, thank you again for coming on, helping me out tonight. We will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, and then I guess it's 26 days until you're out here in Los Angeles.
That I am, and then I'm close to figuring out when you and I are going to meet up. So we will figure that out, and we will potentially have to do a drive-through together. Who knows at this point? Hey,
come over to the house. We'll do a 2-for-1 on the computer.
Talk about a legitimate 2-for-1 capper deal. You got me and Big Al in the same room. That's. I'm going to be pushing Al out of the camera but it's not going to be by his own choice at this point. Anyways, Al, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Bye. All right. Well, we had going from Al. Now we're going to go to a fan favorite on the drive-through. And you got to welcome Ann Shorr, fresh off of her stay in Las Vegas. Ann, how you doing?
Doing great. I'm still, recovering from Vegas. It was just a crazy time. Joe and I had a lot of fun, and I just can't wait to go back again. So,
Yeah.
but it's nice to be home.
I
Definitely.
bet. Well, like I said to Joe, we're just glad that you guys made it out okay. No law enforcement was involved. That was, I think, was a big.
I was surprised. I said to him, I'm really shocked we didn't get kicked out. But you know what, though? We made the best of it. So it was a lot of fun.
So it looked like a lot of fun when we had you guys on the drive-through on Friday. But we're going to take a look at your game here tonight. One of the oldest rivalries in baseball. We got the Red Sox getting even money on the road at Yankee Stadium. Yankees laying $1.20 at home.
So I've been really into this series, and just watching the Yankees yesterday take both games really had me curious and just overall interested on how the Red Sox would respond today, and as well as the public. So I got this pick in late because I was watching what the betting action was, and just everybody, the public is all over the Red Sox today. It's just with Boston, a lot of people feel like they're going to be seeing a better pitcher. They've lost two, so they're due for a win here. Boston always has tend to lead the Yankees with this big rivalry, but Yankees have some of the hottest hitters right now. So they've won 7 of their last 10 games. I think what we're going to see tonight is the Yankees lineup take advantage of that short porch, like in the right field back there. I mean, Aaron Judge is a big fan of that. He's doing fantastic. You have Gallo, who can pull that ball really nice, and so he can pull that ball, really nicely over the that nice little short porch back there. So he's done it. I have a feeling he could do it again tonight. Maybe a prop bet to think about, but I don't usually do those. But again, like, the Yankees need to win these games. They are literally neck and neck with the Red Sox for that second place in the AL East, and it's like, if they want to have the playoffs and everything, this is something they need to take advantage of this. And the nice thing is, they do have injuries. They have a lot of different people out with injury, COVID, but this series has given the Yankees a lot of confidence and momentum to do well here. They've been up and down all season long, so this is the time right now where they're up, they're back into the groove, they're looking like their old self. And I just with Boston, I just think they got completely winded yesterday and they're wiped out, and I don't think they're going to do well today. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Yankees here, and it's great odds, so I love it.
Absolutely, it is. Well, it's not often that you'll get the Yankees and the Red Sox with a near coin flip line like this. I'll admit, you're a braver lady than I am with this game, because I almost thought they should have left Andrew Heaney in the cornfields in that Field of Dreams game. I mean, 7 earned runs in that start and giving up 15 earned in his last 3. But I mean, I know it's a gimmick game, so a lot of people are going to say, see, you throw that one out. But I think there were even longer porches or longer home run fences out there. So I don't know. I'm just not an Andrew Heaney fan, but I think both teams do need this win, especially with the Yankees passing the Red Sox, like you said.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think the public is really banking on Andrew Heaney to not do well, as he comes over to the Yankees and he just hasn't been great with them. And so I'm really hoping he really does pick up on this energy, this vibe that the Yankees have been giving off, and just why this is one of these pick'em games, and just so you really got to look at the public money on this. And I haven't checked in a few hours, but it was over 77% last time I checked it. So leaning towards the Red Sox. So that alone, to me, I'm like, okay, this might be one of these Vegas games here tonight. So we'll see.
Definitely. All right. Well, we got Ann on the Yankees on the money line at -120. And we take a look over at Pick Dogs, where you, like Al McMordie, are doing fantastic work in 2021. Let me see here. Where am I going? There. Well, there's Al. Give me one sec. Here we go. I'm going to get this camera switched down by the end of the day. You take a look here over, like I said, 2021, you're doing fantastic work, almost 1,000 units of profit in 2021. What do you have going on over at the site tonight?
So we already had one of my games go off, so I don't have any packages right now for sale. But I mean, this is the time right now to pick me up. I've been doing great. I'm hot in August. August has always been a fantastic month for me for some reason, for the past 8 years that I've been handicapping. So this is something you don't want to miss out on. Just one of my 3-day week month package. As you can see, I've been crushing it this month, and even overall, just with all the cappers right now on Pick Dogs are doing amazing. So definitely the 2-for-1. I can't believe how some of these cappers are hitting amazing games, and it's almost our entire staff. So really, the 2-for-1 is something you definitely want to get on.
Absolutely, definitely want to get on the 2-for-1 capper deal. Pair Ann up with anyone that you see on the show. You can see the numbers here. That's not it. Almost 1,000 units of profit in 2021. That's going from NFL, MLB, NBA. That's across the board. That's some of the best value on the website. You can get in for a week, a month, or like she said, the 2-for-1 capper deal. You pair up with anyone on the drive-through. It's going to be some of your best value going long term. You're going to get 2 cappers for one awesome price. And thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Like I said, glad that you had safe travels back, safe and sound, and we will see you next week.
You got it. Thanks, Chris. And it's great to see you. You're crushing it as always when you host.
I appreciate it. We will see you. We will see you next week.
Thanks, Chris. Have a good one. Take care and have a good night, everybody.
You too. Bye. Take care, Ann. All right, now we are going to go over to Ron Romanelli. He's making his Chris Ruffalo drive-through debut. Ron, how are you doing?
Hey, Chris. It's finally R&R back together again. Making my Ruffalo drive-through debut.
I want to start singing Reunited, but I think that'll actually drop the viewership down here. Anyways, we got you taking a look at a college football preview for us. The Houston Cougars, the win total set at 8 this season.
Yeah, not really the strongest MLB card today, so I figured talk some more college football with you all. I've been looking at this Houston Cougars team out of the AAC, This was a team that, it's not been sunshine and rainbows under head coach Dana Holgorsen. The first 2 seasons he's been with Houston. First year he went 4-8 with a 2-6 conference record. Last year 3-5 with a 3-3 conference record. So a little bit of an improvement there. Part of the team's struggles in my eyes was the departure of star quarterback De'Aaron King as he decided to transfer from Houston to Miami. Sophomore Clayton Tune was just thrown into that quarterback role. He had an inconsistent season last year, but definitely showed some flashes of promise. Now Tune coming back for his junior season, I think he has the experience and the talented wideouts as well to have a strong campaign. Houston's bringing back 9 starters from their offensive unit from last year. That was a unit that scored 30 points per game. So I expect big things from Houston offensively in 2021. On the defensive side, Houston has definitely struggled under Holgorsen. This year, though, things should be a lot different as the team is returning 9 starters from that unit on defense, and we already saw a big improvement from 2019 to 2020 defensively from Houston. Now, as far as scheduling goes, which is one of the most important parts at looking at win totals for teams, Houston has one of the weaker FBS schedules in my eyes. Yes, they do have to play Texas Tech in week 1, but I do think that Houston's going to upset Texas Tech in that game. That's going to be a game played in Houston. Houston did not draw Cincinnati nor Central Florida in their schedule. That's a big win for them, as both of those teams, Cincy and Central Florida, are the top 2 teams heading into the AAC and heading into the season. So I see Houston beating Texas Tech, Rice, Grambling, Navy, Tulane, South Florida, Temple, and UConn pretty handily. And then I also have them notably beating a very tough and improved East Carolina team at home, as well as a home win against SMU. So that leaves Houston with a 10-2 record in the regular season, only losing to Tulsa on the road and a tough one, a coin flip game at home against Memphis. So even if Houston were to lose to Texas Tech, say in week 1, or an upset loss to East Carolina or SMU, still leaves Houston with 9 wins on the year. I think 8 wins are the bare minimum. Another worst case scenario for a push here. So I'm going to take the over 8 wins for Houston this season. I think they earn their first winning season under Dana Holgorsen and make a push for an AAC title game.
Yeah, Ron, I was looking at this one as well as soon as you sent it in, because I think that there is value here. Over 8 wins, and like you said, scheduling is the key to this whole thing, and that you got a ton of returning production for Houston, especially on the starting side. And like you said, I think the 2 toughest games on the schedule, and it's up for discussion, but it's just that for opening game against Texas Tech in front of a huge crowd at NRG Stadium, and that game against Memphis, and to each their own. I think that if they do get by, I know you mentioned Tulsa as a tough spot for Houston, but I think if they beat Texas Tech and Memphis, this could be a spot where Houston surprises a lot of people under Dana Holgorsen and could potentially run the table and crash the party, at least in the rankings.
Oh, for certain. I mean, this is, I don't like to say that teams are going to go undefeated before the season. It's just a tough thing to do with injuries, and you never know what comes up. But, I mean, this is a schedule where I honestly would favorite Houston in each of these games. So, things change. When they get to that Tulsa game in Memphis, we'll see who's, what personnel's left. But, making a prediction before the season, what we have right now to look at on paper, Houston, to be honest, could make that AAC title game, could win the conference, and could be ranked, in the top 10. Who knows, before as the season ends. But, Houston, a very volatile team we've seen the last couple seasons. Not a team that you really want to lay points against as far as against the spread, as their offense has really been deadly the last couple seasons. They're able to run with the big boys in the conference offensively, UCF and Cincinnati. So, like Chris and I said, Houston, this is a Houston team we've had our eyes on for a little while, and I think this could be the year that they take that next step.
And not to mention, if they face UCF or Cincinnati in the AAC title game, there's almost a level of, I want to say, uncertainty or surprise from not having a previous game to play against each other in the regular season. I think there's something to be said for that. But got Ron here on the over 8 wins, laying at minus 134. Not bad for a win total early on in the season. It could be a spot where you check your bankroll in January and you find some extra cash lying around. But anyways, Ron, we're going to take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where, like all the cappers here tonight, you're doing some fantastic work. Got let me see here. I got to pull up the numbers here. There we go. You're doing well early on NFL's preseason. 3-1, 190 units of documented profit. What do you have going on over at the site tonight?
Yeah, tonight I have my MLB total crusher on the site. I'm 30-17 in totals in the MLB this season. I'm ready to cash another one with you tonight, so join me on that one at Pick Dogs Premium. Also, like these cappers have said before me, grabbing a long-term pass or that 2-for-1 capper special is always a great way to get you the most of my plays for the best price possible. We all know that saving money is a big part of making money in the future and building up that bankroll. So check me out at Pick Dogs Premium. Ron Romanelli. Super excited for college football and the NFL coming right around the corner. So join me.
Absolutely. Check out Ron over at Pick Dogs Premium. Like we said, he's our resident Gator fan. He's out of Gainesville, so he's in a football hotbed down there. So this guy definitely watches the SEC. Is that in SEC country? Knows his stuff. So check out the 3-day, 7-day, 30-day package. If you get the total crusher tonight, you can get that in profit and go with Ron long term. Like I said, the season passes are there, as well as the 2-for-1 capper deal. It's some of the best value in all of sports handicapping. And Ron, we also talk about value. You're also on the weekends with Brian Bittler, Rod, and Mitch. Looking forward to the schedule this weekend as well.
Oh yeah, I love doing those shows, and we'll be looking at some preseason NFL action, and can't wait. Love doing those shows with those guys.
Absolutely. All right, Ron, thank you so much for popping on. We appreciate it. We will see you next week.
Alrighty, Chris. See you later.
Thank you so much. Take it easy. All right, we've got Ron Romanelli again. Ron's one of my favorites ever since we started working together over at Pick Dogs. But now we take a look. Well, we're going to go visit. I don't see James Clark. I don't see his video here. Gotta get a hold of him. We will see if we can get a hold of James.
I'm right here.
Oh, I hear you. I don't see you, but I hear you. Let's see here. This is one of those things where it's live TV or live stuff. Anything can happen. But anyways, we will let's see if we can get James to adjust his video, and we will. Oh well, let's see. It's one of those things where anything can happen live. James, I'm going to put you up live if you want to just start. We're going to go with your home run profit. There he is. There he is. There's that handsome mug. Okay. So we're going to go with your home run prop for tonight.
All right, guys. My internet's been acting crazy for some reason. Loss going on earlier. It was earlier in the day, and I see he's setting. So I'm going with Shohei Ohtani. I might have butchered his name. But both of these guys, I was looking at both of them anyways. They both, they're right at 60% chance to hit a home run tonight. I like Jarrett Walsh, but like I said, he wasn't playing. Shohei Ohtani, go with him. You know, the last 5 games, Ohtani's hit 1 home run. You know, the last 10s he's hit 2 home runs. But the biggest thing, the last 5 times he's faced the Tigers, he's hit 3 home runs in the last 5 games. So, you know, that's something big that I look at. And also him pitching. If you look, the last 8 times that he's pitched, he's helped himself out to try to get a win. You know, he's 7-1. And like I said, the last 7 times he's pitched, he's hit 4 home runs in the last 7 times he's pitched. So, you know, I look for it's plus 330 on the book that I go. Shop around, I think a little bit higher. But I look for Ohtani to hit us a home run night and cash his ticket for us, guys.
Absolutely. James on Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run, and we're getting plus 340 with it. And this is something I can't disagree with. I mean, Tariq Skubal, you know, he runs hot and cold. Last couple starts, he hasn't given up a home run. But when he does give up home runs, they come in bunches. In 4 of his last 7 starts, he's given up at least 4 runs, and in those 4 starts, he's given up 9 combined home runs. So definitely we could see Shohei leave the yard, and I think you can agree with me here, James, that, I mean, this might be the one spot the Angels have to get another win over the Angels over the Tigers, after yesterday.
Yeah, you know, they had a solid performance yesterday. You know, usually when, like I said, Tana's on the mound, you know, he usually comes out with a strong performance. You know, a lot of their big hitters are, you know, or their biggest hitter, you know, he's on the DL right now. But, you know, Tana likes to help himself to win this game, and he ain't got a 7-1 record for no reason. And I think he gets more pumped up when he pitches to hit a home run than when he don't pitch. So I really like for him to hit a home run tonight. And I hammered it, guys. I put 100 on it, so I really like it.
Absolutely, guys. Check out James tonight. You got that Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run. It's a great home run prop for tonight. You get about 80 more likes. You'll get 2 more home run props for tonight, guys. So smash that like button. But definitely, James, we'll take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you're doing some great work as well. Let's see here. We got James right there. All right, we're going to take a look at Pick Dogs Premium. Where is it? My eyes are terrible. There we go. You can see 3-2 on Monday. Had 150 units. You did some good work yesterday. What do you have going on over at the site tonight?
Well, guys, if you look, I've won my last 4 days in a row. You know, yesterday, you know, plus 50 units. Day before it, 150, and the day before that, 450. And I think the day before that was like 8 units. But that was still, you know, it's plus money the last 4 days. You know, so you know I'm really hot right now. So if you want to grab these 5 picks, I got 5 MLB picks that I really love. I know there ain't that many games, pretty much all the games this evening, but I really like them. So, you know, if you want to grab a 5-pack, you know, we go 5-0, you know, upgrade to 3-7 or 30 day. Or, you know, guys, team me up with any of these cappers on the show. Like I say every time I'm on here, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do have the best cappers in the world. So team me up with any of them on the show here, and let's put some money in your pocket, fellas.
Absolutely, guys. Check out James Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's been doing fantastic work all year long since joining Pick Dogs in January, and he finished number 2 in the NBA, and he's been killing it with these home run props for us lately. And he said, get that 5-pack money stack tonight, and once you profit off of that, you know, go long term. 3 days, 7-day, 30-day package, some of your best value, 2-for-1 capper deal. You know, we always mention it, but it's for a reason, because it's some of the best value out there in sports handicapping. But James, thank you so much for helping out tonight. Appreciate it. Appreciate you filling in last minute, and we'll talk to you soon.
I appreciate you having me on that show, Chris. And anytime you name me, you know where I'm at. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, fellas.
Always. All right, James Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium. Well, now we saved one of the best for last. This is my original puck dogs, me and Rod Zawacki. Rod, how are you doing?
Doing good, Chris. We hit our winner yesterday, so let's get another winner today.
Absolutely. A rare Wednesday appearance for Rod, but definitely it's one of those that he asked me to come on. I said, in a heartbeat, absolutely come on. We love having Rod on Pick Dog on the drive-through, so I said absolutely come aboard. We got the Mariners Mariners visiting the Rangers tonight, excuse me. Rangers nice home dog plus 145. Mariners laying $1.65 on the road. Over under set at 8.5.
Yeah, and for this one, you figure with Fulte going and Gonzalez going, you figure you're automatically jump to the over. You figure, oh, no, those guys have been awful. They're going to score a whole lot of runs. Well,
when you dig in and look a little deeper, you look Fulton Everett. He's 3-0 to the under his last 3 starts with a nice 3.0 ERA. Then you look at Gonzalez. He's 1-0 in his last 3 starts with an under 1 ERA in his last 3 starts. And you look at Seattle, 4-0 in Gonzalez's last 4 starts when their opponent scores 2 runs or less in the previous game. And then you look, they're also 5-0 to the under their last 5 road starts, 5-0 to the under their last 5 on grass. Mariners also 7-0 to the under their last 7 road games. And you look at the Rangers, they're 16-5-1 their last 22 on Wednesday to the under. I think we got a little bit of a pitcher's duel on our hand here with Fulton Everett and Gonzalez going, which is surprisingly. But yes, we're going to take the under in Seattle, Texas.
Yeah, Rod's on the under 8.5 in Seattle, Texas, and yeah, I know it does feel like it's a little bit surprising. These are 2 pitchers that I know you and I have openly bashed all season long. I mean, I like Marco Gonzalez. He's a gamer, but he hasn't pitched like it this season. And Fulton Everett, well, he's been Christmas tree material more often than not ever since he left Atlanta. But he's actually been pitching fairly well lately. I think it's 1 run or 2 earned runs in his last 2 starts.
3 earned runs his last 3 starts is what he's got. A nice 3 ERA in his last 3 starts, and that's crazy for him. He pitches a little better at home as well compared to what he does on the road.
I did not think he knew numbers under 10, to be honest with you. I didn't think he knew like of an ERA under 10. That's for Fulton Everett. That's ridiculous. Sorry, you were saying something.
Mm-hmm. Right, which is crazy for him, and he's even got about a 2. His ERA is even to about 2.5 less at home than what it is on the road. So Fulte has been pretty good in Texas here. So, not saying I'm saying take Texas. I like the under better, but who's going to win this game? It's a coin flip. It can go either way. Take the under. I think it's a safer play.
Yeah, under definitely. I think is the safer play here. No point in laying $1.65, and the Rangers are never a safe bet, even if you're getting them plus 145 as a home dog. But anyways, we take a look at Rod over at Pick Dogs Premium, where, again, you're doing some pretty good work as well this week. We got, let me see, where am I? Well, thank God I didn't make an over-under bet with you today on the camera switches, because that's a little.
We would have to make it 5.5.
Yeah, we would have. The cameras I've been okay with. It's looking for stuff on the side here. Anyways, we take a look at you over at Pick Dogs Premium. 3-1 yesterday, plus 212 units. The last 7 days, number 3, plus 527 units of profit. What do you have going on over at the site?
Tonight we're on a nice MLB run, nice 10-3 run, 5 straight winning days, going for our 6th straight winning day here over at the site. I've got Wealthy Wednesday going on. I've got 3 of Diamond Crushers that you don't want to miss out on. These 3, we're going to make you some more money. So jump aboard those. After you make some money, get a 2-for-1 deal. You got the 2-for-1 deals going. You can pair me up with any of the 2 Joes, any with the 2 Tonys, any with the 2 Als. I never even realized that until I was like, oh, we got 2 Joes, 2 Als, and we have 2 Tonys. It's like, pair me up with any of those guys or any of the great cappers here at Pick Dogs Premium, because you can't go wrong with that deal. 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, 2-for-1 capper deal. Huge deal. We love making you money and saving you money all at the same time with the deals over at the Pick Dogs Premium. Jump aboard. Let's have a winning hump day.
2 Als, 2 Tonys, 2
Joes,
Joes, but only 1 Rod. That's all I think that matters here, is that there's only 1 Rod Zawacki, but definitely, like you said, check out the Pick Dogs Premium website, because that's where we keep some of the best value. You know, it's 3, 7, 30-day package. Once you get Rod's Diamond Crushers tonight, definitely, once you profit off of those, go long term, because that's going to save you money and make you money at the same time, as well as that 2-for-1 capper deal, season passes, everything's up there for you guys. But Rob, we talk about value, and you're still part of that YouTube Premium show where you guys are giving out tons of value on the daily.
Yep, huge value on the daily. Follow the link below, hit the join button, and join us on the. You can get the $50 deal. You get a pick a day from me, Brian, and Mitch. Plus, we throw in a consensus play for you there. But the best deal, grab the $100 VIP. As it's paid for itself over and over and over again. Every month it does that. You also get a free month consensus thrown in there as well, so that almost pays for itself. It makes it a great value there. You get the VIP, you get 2 plays a day, including one of our premium that we give out from me, Brian, and Mitch. And you also get the consensus thrown in there, so you can't beat that value. Jump aboard. YouTube VIP Premium. Just follow the link below.
Absolutely. Check out that YouTube Premium. It's some of the best value ever since it was launched earlier this year. I mean, $50 a month. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Even, you know, $100 a month for the VIP. Man, that's I can't get over that. That's still some of the best value that I think you'll find anywhere. You can't get anything for $100 a month anymore, especially in this industry with that much quality. Definitely something that you have to invest in if it's within your means. But Rod, thanks for coming on. I know it's last minute, but appreciate you coming on, helping me out, and we'll see you on Friday.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me. Doing a good job. Keep up the good work. Let's get these folks a nice winner. And also, hit that thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up so we can get a home run prop from Chris.
Absolutely. Smash that thumbs up and trying to see where we're at right now. We've got 203 people watching. We're at 96 likes. So another 54. You still got my pick in the recap to get those in. But once you do, we'll get a couple home run props for you guys tonight. But Rod, thanks again. Appreciate it.
Have a good night.
See you later. All right, now we're on to yours truly. Oh, I clicked on Ian's pick on the recap. But on to my pick for tonight. Definitely the game that you guys don't want to miss out on. We got the A's taking on the White Sox, and I'm gonna take a look at the under here. It's definitely it's priced to hit here. I mean, you look at these two pitchers. You got Lance Lynn on the mound. Since June of 2018, he's been one of the greatest under profits in all of baseball. If you bet $100 on Lance Lynn with the under in all of his starts since June 2018, you're up over $2,000. He's given up one run or less in 6 of his last 8 starts and in 13 of his 21 starts this year. He's got a 2.63 ERA since the start of July. And while you wouldn't think of it with Cole Irvin, he's been the 11th most profitable pitcher to the under this season. 15-8 record with a $625 return on $100 bets. And a 2.74 ERA back since the end of June. I think we've got a pitcher's duel all the way here. I'm looking at the under in this one. I think we're getting a great price with it. And it's something that you definitely can't go wrong with. But, guys, check me out over at Pick Dogs Premium. Oh, there we go. I see you, Rod. Hi. You're back again. Got Rod over at Pick Dogs Premium. I think that's number 690. We would have lost the bet. But, I'm now seeing that Cole Irvin is out. But, that's fine. I still like the under here. Ronnie Barton letting me know that Cole Irvin is out for tonight. But that's okay. Because, I think Lance Lynn's still going to deliver us to a quality start tonight, and even then, I see Paul Blackburn. I've seen him in the minor leagues. He's nothing special to write home about, but it's probably going to be a bullpen game with Irvin out, with Blackburn in, and I don't think they're going to let Blackburn get too out of control here. So I still like the under. But guys, check me out over at Pick Dogs Premium. I got some fantastic stuff you guys say. It's Whale Bet Wednesday. It's my favorite day of the week. I got a Whale Bet Wednesday big fish for you guys to check out. My favorite play on the board that I absolutely love for tonight's action. Can see number 1 last 30 days, 1,351 units of profit. Number 2 last 7 days, 648 units of profit. All documented over at the site. You go check it out, and you can see all the results there. See, we're not fibbing when we tell you that we're some of the best handicappers in the world, and that's not tooting our own horn. That's just telling you guys the God's honest truth. So definitely check that out over at Pick Dogs Premium. And we're going to start doing the recap, and we got a little bit of work to do, but I'm going to try to pull out the Tony T drag on here. We got 116 likes. We only need 34 more likes to get you guys that home run prop before we sign off tonight. And Jeremiah McCoy wants to see me come back for college football. I'll be here somewhere in some capacity. If I'm on the morning show, I'll be happy to come on. If not, well, you'll get some stuff on the drive-through. But either way, let's do the recap here. We let off with Joe Duffy giving us a future. Emory Jones to win the Heisman out of Florida. And with Kyle Trask and Kyle Pitts gone, you're not going to see some focus on Florida that early. But he might pull out some value later on, and who knows, he could definitely shock the world. He's a true dual threat quarterback, and Dan Mullen does great work with those quarterbacks. We got Joe D'Amico on the Houston Astros on the run line, -115, laying the -1.5. Got Al McMordie taking the Tampa Bay Rays in a blowout, -1.5. Laying $1.65, but when you're winning, sometimes it doesn't matter how much you should pay, as long as it's not too extreme. I think -165 is right on the edge there for us, but got Shorr on the New York Yankees on the money line, a rivalry game against the Red Sox, laying $1.20 on the money line. And got Ron Romanelli looking at the future in college football. Houston Cougars over 8 wins. I said that I think they can run the table if they catch a couple breaks. But again, you never, like Ron said, you never want to mark anyone undefeated before the season even starts. So it's going to be tough. But over 8 wins for the Houston Cougars, laying $1.34 on the futures market. Got James Clark with, that's supposed to be Shohei Ohtani. Jared Walsh is not playing tonight. So Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run, plus 340, plus 330. Check your prices. That's it. That's a very good point from Underground Bangers here. Make sure that we're getting Ohtani at bat tonight, because some books are offering it, some are not. I think if he doesn't take in that bat, your book could void it, but definitely check out before you place that bet. We've got Rod Zawacki on the Rangers Mariners under 8.5 runs. That's sitting at even money right about now. And yours truly on the A's White Sox under 9 runs, laying $1.15. And at final check, we are going to do one more check of the likes, and this one the thumbs up. And fell just short, guys, 124. But anyway, the 124 likes we did get, we still appreciate all the love and support. And definitely, guys, Tony T will be back tomorrow. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, because again, without you guys, there is no Pick Dogs, there is no drive-through, there is no morning show. You guys are the ones we do this for, and definitely keep the thumbs up coming in. Like I said, we appreciate every single one of them, whether it's 1 or 100. So thank you so much, and we will see you.